Yes, good evening. I am Lamin Mani, the Secretary. Good evening. Mani. I am 𝒂𝒄𝒄𝒏, the PRO of the UDP students.
I'm Lamin Mani, the Deputy PRO.
I am 𝒂𝒊𝒏. I am 𝒂𝒊𝒏, Associate Secretary.
Secretary and resource
My name is
Good evening all.
Good evening to all of you. My name is 𝒂𝒄𝒄𝒆𝒔, the National Youth President.
I'm not the person who was the finance, the one that audit.
The Finance Secretary.
The Treasurer.
Treasurer. Yes, the Treasurer.
What is his name? Did you come to this?
Yes, we come with this.
For the discussions, anyway, it's just familiarization, I think so. So you came up with a list on how to proceed with the way your members will be taking the floor. So I know you'll be in the best position to be the MC of the program for that. Who? Is it the secretary or the?
Giving us that time to introduce ourselves. It's a pleasure to be here. This is something that we've been looking forward to, and today is the day, it is already materialized. We thank the party leader so much for, giving me that, gesture to be with us here today, out of his busy schedules. It's a pleasure, and the team is very much happy about that. Moving forward, we are the second cohort of the UDP Students Wing. This is the second one. I believe the first one led by President Fulus, now down to President Ismaila Fadera. We were sworn in October, and then we did try to have an interface with the party leader to share the objectives and the action plans of the student wing. But this is the right moment that we have, and I am very hopeful that today is going to be a fruitful discussion here with all of you. We believe that UDP Students Wing is a very much important pillar as much as politics is concerned, because if you look at the youth population of this country, about half of them are students, from Kartun to Bolibana. We are representing all students from Kartun to Bolibana. That is not a small amount, so to speak. So it is a very important deal that we are pursuing here. So, working with the executives of the United Democratic Party, ranging from the youth coming up to the national executive, is something we look forward to foster the partnerships and then, try to work on our policies. We cannot do it alone. We need the support from the national youth up to the, executives. So that is the reason why we came here to give the party leader our, action plan, the objectives of the Ismaila-led executive, so that we can discuss and see the ways forward if we are able to do that today. So foremost, we would like to, start with the objectives that we have, not to waste much of our time. That is the first, since we are student organ of the United Democratic Party, our ideas are centered on how we can represent the students of the country, how we can connect the United Democratic Party to the lives of how the Gambian students are going through. So we are the voice of the students of this country as far as United Democratic Party is concerned. We can help them understand the problems that the education sector of this country is facing, so as to them to incorporate such ideas and agendas in their programs at the national level. So we start with school drive initiatives as the student wing of the United Democratic Party under the leadership of 𝒂𝒊𝒏. We wanted to have school drive initiatives. We want to be lobbying educational material. Stakeholders in the country and within or outside, we will be able to have some small materials that are going to be very useful in our education systems, because I am a student from the University of the Gambia. Champion the institution will be very appreciative of, and that will also give the party that fan base, because the students are here, they do not forget about those that they are challenges that they are facing, not bringing big things but adapters, because these are going to be photos, these are going to be recorded. If they are recorded, they go through the length manner that even the grade 7s will understand what UDP entails, what the trajectory of the party is all about. So if we can have town hall rule this country in the nearest time possible. So we also wanted to have that as our drive that we will be pursuing henceforth. That is those that are tertiary in the hinterland, in the other side of the combos, down to URR and the likes. We want to have representatives there that will be communicating with us here, that will help them, an individual that is outspoken to be there to articulate our ideas, that will really do a very much good deal for the students wing. So those that are needing the bloods in the hospitals. So and this is not all about the United Democratic Party students wing. This is the help those that are in need of blood. It is not a waste. So we believe it is something that is very important if we can help in any way possible to donate blood. So we also have membership dues here. Membership dues, like members of the executives here, as well as those that we are leading. Many of them are reaching out, and then they also want to have these cards, membership cards rather, because it's important that if you tell people that you belong to this party, you are able to put something forth to authenticate your belonging, that this is the party that I belong. So if the student wing is able to have that guaranteed opportunity, to be given cards, we will be very much, appreciative of that, so that the executives will have their cards. Then this is the party I belong to, this is the ideas that I've subscribed to, as well as those that we are leading, so that they can be with us. We can know at least these are the amount of people that we can, tender. Say for instance, if we are able to secure over thousands of voters, we already know when 2026 comes, those voters are with us because they already have the membership cards. So it's an easy way of understanding your fan base, like how much you already have now. So that is something that we also look forward to. The executive can help us with a membership card, so that we are leading. So organizing cleansing exercises, as well, we are youths, as I said earlier, we always want to help, in any way possible. So to organize cleansing exercises time to time, we can, partner with the schools to go there. We can partner with also the chairman, the chairmans of these area councils, to organize a cleansing day and then help them. Maybe we go to the market, they can just identify an environment for us, and then we will go there and then help to clean those areas. And I believe that too will give us visibility that we are doing something great for the country. So moving forward, we have radio talk shows. So when we are able to have ourselves organized and then acquaint ourselves with the party policies, the manifestos and the likes, the programs, we will also have the ideas to be around radios to effectively communicate the agendas, the programs, the policies, to the masses, within 𝒂𝒂𝒏 and beyond. We understood that, most of them might be, not okay. They might not have the time to, follow us live, but they can have the time to listen to radio programs. Anywhere you are in these countries, you have signals that, reach you. So you'll be able to know what, UDP Student Wing is all about, and then the programs they want to implement, as well as the trajectory of the party itself. So the community outreaches, and I believe our president here, Ismaila, is a very much enthusiastic and passionate individual in that domain. Ismaila is, somebody that has been, delivering in the sector of, community outreaches. Ismaila, I think you are the secretary of SD's Foundation too. That deals with environment. So we can be given those opportunities to, have that interface with, communities, to bring such programs, to actively participate in the preservation of environment, and even capacitating on these backway issues. There are a lot of challenges that are happening in the country. So the student wing should not be left out. We want to participate, we want to play our part in ensuring that we realize the fruit of this country in our lifetime. So that is what we want to do as well, community outreaches, but I said those ones, the details will come in due time. So we also have discussed, at our level, how to, raise funds. That is to say, we would like to have, wristbands, right? Yes. Yeah, so that is, we have a slogan on it, and then we will make sales of it, and then we will be able to fund some of the programs. We cannot rely 100% on the youth wing to help us, as well as the executive. So we also devise mechanisms to have, opportunities so as to, fund some of the activities that we will be delving into. So among those, fundraisings that we want to do is to have wristband, which is already on the way, I believe. If we're able to have that, we will also, get to, expose it to the audience, so that we can have at least something, to start whatever that we have to do, the soonest time possible. So, Honorable, this is the few points that we have for now, so that we can discuss with you. We can see how you want to, advise us as to these programs that we have for you here today. Thank you.
Thank you very much, SG, for that well-brief, summarized introduction of your plan activities or objectives for the party. I think this is one of the areas that the party need most, especially or particularly you talked about the UDP manifesto, which after your Congress I think I've shared with you, because I think that's the role of us, the youth wing and then the students wing, to ensure that no Gambian is left behind when you come to the knowledge that the UDP have, ideas and programs when they come to governance, what they have for the masses there. So if we definitely work together, as you alluded to, the Gambian people will definitely know before 2026, even though they knew, but they will further know that definitely UDP have something for them. If they elected the UDP government, nobody will regret and nobody will be left behind. In the areas of, I think, the environment preservation, I think we have also discussed about that one. The students wing and then also the youth wing, we have shared objective on that one also, and which is the party leader himself, he's one of his plans and then main objectives in fact. And that's why he said that we should be able to plan almost, is it 10,000 or 1 million trees before the 2026 election that is to come. That area also, I think we have an activity which the students wing is included in it. In the areas of everybody. So on that note, I think some of you also will come up to add what SG has said. Mr. President.
The party leader, Karafa Sonko, and good evening to the President, Ajiswana, and good evening to the Executive. My name is Ismaila Fadera, the President of UDP Student Wing for the year 2023. A position of this magnitude, because I have been in the student wing during the 𝒂𝒊𝒏 leadership, but then I was not holding any executive position. It's very elective. Coming down to the programs we have, I will pick it from where he stops. That is integrating or bringing up the institutions that we have in the country. Because when we talk of student wing, a lot of people think the UDP students wing has to do with bring all the tertiary institutions together, be it the University of the Gambia, be it the Gambia College, be it Stratford College for Management, be it Gambia Technical Training Institution. I want all the tertiary institutions that are in the country to come together. Various tertiary institutions, we may exit Group 10, you understand? So my leadership is what we want to work on the side of the blood drive. So on the blood drive, we could at least schedule it to have it every 3 months or every 4 months. Let it be a general, okay, this is the contribution of the UDP Students Wing. Okay, campaign is coming. UDP Students Wing is donating 100,000 to the party leader. That is what we want to do. That is why we want to work on initiative, and already we have started it. We're working on a wristband that I will unveil the slogan at the end of the day. That is reigniting the hope for a better. That is 2026. Okay, that is going to be the slogan for the UDP Students Wing. Reigniting the hope for a better Gambia. Okay, 2026. We want to have this on wristband. At the end of the day, the wristbands will be sold at a cost of $100. At the end of the day, whatever amount that we're able to generate from it would be a base for the UDP Students Wing and would also be a contribution towards our quota to the UDP. We want to be very proactive. I keep on saying it. We don't only want to be proactive on the social media. We want to at the end of the day, any UDP Students Wing member can stand and hold mic in any platform and talk to the people about the policy of UDP in education. Stand in any platform and talk about the UDP because I read the manifesto. I defended the manifesto on platforms. I read about women participating in politics. This town hall conference, we don't want it to be in the greater Banjul area, but across the talk to the people about civic education. And there is no better civic education than politics. Because if you know the trajectory in which your country is moving, you on community outreach, because this is where the baseline. We just don't want to be active on social media, just like I said. We want to be seen in the activities of the party, and I know the youth wing.
And like 𝒂𝒐𝒊𝒏 and SG said, everything. So we believe that as youths, we need to take active part in politics to get all that. All is to thank all our speakers because they've raised very valid points. So on the issue of the membership cards too, we will like at the door of the party, we want to do our activity, please fund us, because we feel that since we are here to help the party, we need to also come up with ways to raise our own funds.
Register the presence of a young author, and she's also a female, very young, 16 years of age. She was able to write a book. Yes, the book is been authored by our camera. She's the one who is sitting over there. You can stand up so that people will see you. Stand up. Yeah. She's not only a mayor author, she's a daughter of one of UDP's strongest supporters from the UDP Soninkara. The father is the UDP treasurer, the UDP Soninkara treasurer, Sambu Kamara, the party leader knows very well. The father, I don't know, 2014 or 2016, he's the one who encouraged me, in fact, to take position in UDP. So our, no today the father never went to school, but our has made her father very proud by writing a book, calling the book a Dream Chaser. So it's a plus not only for the UDP, but for the country. So our, thank you very much for being here. Yeah. Since our down. Since our down. Anyone is there to come?
The egg and the chicken, or the chicken and the egg. I'm being told that you are greatly honored for me giving an audience, giving an opportunity to meet me. I don't know how much I feel. I feel greatly honored, greatly privileged that you have found time to come and see me, to come and talk to me about these very, very brilliant ideas that you conceive. You know, I'm not surprised. Universities are the marketplace of ideas. That is why these all sorts of ideas, and you are able to synthesize them. And out of that synthesis, you pick out one that really suits you. See, if you are now working on, it was really at a time when things were a little bit, including yourself, 𝒂𝒄𝒄𝒏𝒆𝒍, and a host of others. The trust, the confidence that your peers have in you, that they allowed you to take in, and I have absolutely no doubt that you are going to live up to expectations. This for me, this meeting is a courtesy call, whatever you call it. It's taking place at a very good time, on the eve of the last ordinary meeting of the executive of the United Democratic Party for 2023. And it's going to afford me the opportunity, fantastic ideas. If you do not work on it, to achieve it, to actualize it, then it only remains an idea and it has absolutely no value. Also, I'm not sure. I don't think it will matter that will will receive any contestation. We have a representative of the in the party at level of the national executive. We have a representative of the elderly people. Even though you have a student, you have a youth wing, but then there is no student, no member of the student youth wing in the national executive. Unfortunately, we have not made provision for it in the constitution. It is when you are talking that really coming to my mind that should there not be a provision for this in our constitution? And if there is no provision for it in our constitution, is there anything in the constitution that will allow me, as the Secretary General of the party, to get a representative of the student wing into the national executive, so that discussions on everything at all levels, the student union will also be part of it. So tomorrow, I'm really going to put up that idea to the national executive, and I believe that they will buy it, because after all, we say we are transiting. You are the ones who have to take over. So the younger people, you are the ones who are going to take over. So you might as well get into the executive to have a clearer idea. I have ideas, but a clearer idea about us, about your party. Yeah. I'm really impressed by some of your, in fact, by all your, if I think SG gave about 8 points. Yeah, I'm impressed about all of them. But I find the town hall meetings very, very attractive. Because even we are just talking to 10 people only in the town hall. We are there, the interaction with the participants, and everyone will listen, very attentively. It will be more productive than really having a rally where people will be drumming, some will be dancing. In fact, when speakers have taken to the podium, others will not even listen. They don't even hear what the person speaking is, what he's saying. All that they are probably interested in is the side attractions there, the clapping, the dancing, and so forth. But these town hall meetings, I think, is a very fantastic, and I want to encourage you to do. And if you can start on it as soon as possible, draw up your program, and in fact, the topics that you want, to discuss, and it's just. And discussion of a topic should not just be one of a time, because for the message to sink in, you have to repeat it, so that it sinks in. But if you just touch on it, and then another occasion, another topic, maybe it will sink in some, but not many. I'm really impressed by that, and I can tell you that you will find in the party, or on the, well, we are all in the party, you will find useful partners, in other members of the party. I can assure you that you have people like Mr. Lamin Koma, who would be very pleased to talk to any community on issues that affect communities, communal development and so forth. He'll be willing to do that. And of course, you have Sabali and others. They'll also be very, very willing to partner with you in your these efforts. And the blood bank drive is the greatest service we'll be doing to our nation, because that blood bank, whatever donation, whatever blood you donate, whether it's half a liter or whatever the quantity of the blood, it will be utilized by somebody who does not even share the same political ideas with you, but then it's being of service to the Gambia. It's helping in our health service delivery, because I know people die because they have not got blood transfused at the right time, or they have not got the right type of blood transfused. And if the blood banks are dry, if you don't have enough blood in the blood banks, it's sort of thing that happen. And every day, or every week, we see the terrible accidents that happen, leading to loss of huge quantities of blood. You see how women, die in labor because they are anemic, and by the time they have the assistance, either they are gone or the baby is gone. And really, this is a service that only God will reward you for. And I want to encourage you that if you can start on that as soon as possible, and that will even give it greater visibility, visibility that really will be coveted by many. And let me also say that all the other points that we have raised, the membership cards, that we are building that a data bank, so that at any given time we will be able to say we have so many members in the party, and when elections are coming, we will be able to project, our chances of winning, because it becomes very easy. We have started the drive on the membership card, But I put a halt on it because there were certain issues that I was not happy with, and we trying to get machines. The machines we have, it's difficult to come by the cartridges, so we are trying to see what we can do. But then we can do this drive. But when the machines are ready, I think we'll put you in touch with the campaign and organizing committee, so because they are the ones who are working on it, so that we can have a joint and coordinated of the national the identity card, the membership card. Apart from the membership card, member of the UDP to make a monthly payment, a minimum monthly payment of $5. It can be more than $5, and also can help in that drive in the communities where you live, popularize it amongst the people, so that they will make the contributions, they'll make the payments, and emphasize to them that $5 is the barest minimum. If anyone can afford, as much as 1,000, they are welcome. They are welcome to do so. And either they pay at their wards, or we have open accounts at all UNA forex bureaus, so that you say you want to pay your monthly contributions to UDP account, and they'll just pick the money from you, because no party can go on without having resources to fund its activities, and of course there's bound to be donor fatigue. Yes, you don't go all the time and say please give me something. So we want to do it to ourselves, and then the rest of it can be supplemented by good patrons. I want to see also, as you are these ideas, see maybe 1 or 2 individuals in diaspora that I would want to suggest to them that for them to be adopted as patrons of the UDP Student Union. That I want to do, so that they liaise with you, and maybe there can be maybe not only one patron, but then maybe patrons, and they can help you in other drives to actualize your vision. I'll definitely do that, so that they can also have discussions. Today is very easy. Virtual discussions. You can have it with them, and you can chart out a way of how your cooperation, with them can materialize. And certainly, with all these ideas that you have, certainly reigniting hope for a better Gambia. Because it does appear that people are losing hope. But with this, you'll definitely ignite it. And Gambians will start feeling that there is hope. Because what has been happening in recent days, in the past few days, throw people into a state of despair. If you imagine young people who have opened a car wash center, causing no obstruction to traffic, they just come and drive them away. They're losing their sources of livelihood. We are sending them into taking part in activities that are inimical to for the progress of the society, they are going into antisocial activities. Imagine people who have invested thousands into beautifying, the environment, beautifying the city, all being uprooted, being destroyed. Imagine those, who have their little local restaurant, Passion, where they go every day in the morning, sell breakfast, pick a few delicacies, and then rush to the market to provide meals for their family. All these have been destroyed. So the country is really walking slowly into a state of great despair. But what you are doing is to reignite hope, to tell them that all is not lost. There is still hope. And that is really going to give them a new lease of life. At least they will all be like wrestlers, living on hope. Just as the Romans said, dum spiro, spero. And this is what you are doing. And when you do that, that alone promotes humanity. So I really appreciate what you are doing, and I can tell you, I can assure you that I am available at any time. There are no awkward hours for telephone calls. When you call, I do not pick the call. If you send me a text message so that I can call back. So there are no awkward hours at all. You can call me anytime, in the day and at night. At night you can up to midnight I'm awake. So I'm available to you all the time. And I hope that you will really be ushering in the Gambia that you want through your activities. Thank you all.
We also know you, since we are not only working towards the universities, but tertiary and even to primary school and secondary schools. I think she's almost at grade 11. Anyway, so you can come and introduce yourself and the reason why you wrote the book and why you are here to present it to the party.
A student of Masru Senior Secondary School in grade 11 and one of Gambia's youngest author. Okay, I wrote a book titled The Dream Chaser. And The Dream Chaser is an anthology. And when we say anthology, it's a the words of Thomas Sankara when he said, "We are soldiers with difference." And as a child, I keep thinking about what he meant about soldiers with difference. And this big book entails a lot of things, like when it comes to society, what society keeps complaining about every single day, when it comes about corruption, especially girls' education in areas that are still following ancient traditions, and how to educate them in order to encourage girls into education, into the education sector. So I will be launching the book on Demba Ali Jao and lots of other people who come and educate people. So that's all.
Thank you. So what do you have?
Somebody who like reading books and listening to people that I think they are really meant to be listened to. Yes.
Thank you.
Sidwale na talo.